Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle Ferguson and I'm the crochet pattern designer of Two Brothers Blankets. Today I'm going to show you how to do the lacy part of the tea time tee. This is a free crochet pattern on my blog that comes in children sizes 2 through 10 and adult sizes extra small through 5X. For this project you'll need some cotton blend sport weight yarn. I used Comfy Sport Weight from We Crochet. It is a 75% Pima cotton, 25% acrylic yarn. One of my absolute favorites. It's so soft, it's comfortable, easy to wash, really great yarn. And then I use a G 4mm crochet hook. So you'll need to check your gauge for the size you will need to use. I'm using a Furl Streamline Wood hook. I will link both the hook and the yarn in the description for you. Okay, so the sweater is worked from the bottom up. So you start at the bottom and you'll be working in the round, turning every round and joining to create your bottom. And then here at the top, you're going to start off with your front panel. You're not going to fasten off, but you'll start working just in rows, going back and forth for a certain number of rows, whatever size you're doing. And then you're going to do the same on the back side. You're going to join your yarn to your first unworked stitch of the bottom of your tee that you worked in the round, and you're going to do the back side. And this is where we have the lacy stitches for our garment. So I am going to show you, just give you a little demonstration of how to do those so that you know what to do when you get to that part. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, I have done a little row of extended half double crochets. This is the number of stitches. I believe it's 42 stitches across. This is the number of stitches for the smallest size, the 2-3 size in children's. This would be how many stitches you have for your back panel left over after you did your first panel. So I just worked up a row of extended half double, and now we're going to get to the back panel part. So pretend this is the last round of your the bottom of your tee. Okay, so for row 1, in the pattern, it says to chain 1 and then work your stitches. We have to chain 1 in turn since we're working in the row, but for the pattern, you'll have joined to the right side, so you won't have to turn that first row. But it says to do 1 extended half double in the first 6 stitches. 3, 4, whoops. 5 and 6. All right, and then it says to chain 2, and we're working our repeat now. So we're going to chain 2. It says skip 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in the next stitch, we're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet in the next. So that's what we have. And then we're going to repeat that 3 more times for this side. So chain 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and 2. Chain 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, All right. We have done it 3 more times, so we have a total of 4 shells, and then it says to chain 2, skip 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and do 1 extended half double in the last 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. That is row 1 of our back panel. This part right here. Now we're ready to move on to row 2. So for row 2, it says to chain 1 and turn, 1 extended half double in the first 6 stitches, okay? And then it says to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do 1 double crochet in the chain 2 space of the shell. So we're going to work right here into our shell. So I'm going to do 1 double crochet, and then it says chain 3, and then do 1 single crochet around the next chain 2 space. So that's the one here in between our shells. So I'm just going to do a single crochet around that. And that's what I have. And then we're going to repeat chain 3, 1 double crochet in the chain 2 space of the shell, chain 3, 1 single crochet around the chain 2 space. The next one, chain 3, 1 double, chain 3, 1 single, double, and single. Okay, and we are going to end with a chain 3 at the end of our repeat, and then 1 extended half double in the last 6. All right, and here's what that looks like. So now we are ready for round 3. So we're going to chain 1, turn, 1 extended half double in each of the next 6. All right, it says to chain 2 and do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, which is our shell, in the next DC. So that is the double crochet right here. So I'm going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. into that double crochet from the row below. And then it says to repeat that. So we're going to chain 2, skipping over our chain spaces and just working directly into the next double crochet stitch. We're repeating that all the way across. To the last double crochet. Chain 2. And we do our last chain 2, and then we're going to do 1 extended half double in each of the last 6 stitches. All right. And that is through row 3. And so for the rest of your panel, you're just going to repeat rows 2 and 3 until you get to the number of rows that you need for the size you're making. And that's all you're going to do. And then you're going to seam your shoulders together so you won't fasten off. You'll turn it inside out and slip stitch the 2 panels together for however many stitches it says. So that way you just have a neck opening. And then you can add the optional armhole trim or sleeve if you'd like as well. And then you'll be done with your tea time tee. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'm happy to help. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.